The Guess Who. The Guess Who. The Guess Who with Jacob Gibbs. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now let's start the show.
1 year ago, me and Jed was sitting here, launched the show. I was hoping that it would record. And you don't know how many times that happened. Or fuzz, or I'm like, yes, thank the good Lord, dude. Yeah. 1 year tomorrow.
1 year tomorrow.
Yeah. And,
Your first ever guest on Guess Who?
Yep, it was you. Brought me a new jersey.
Brought you a new jersey.
I like it sharp, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I appreciate you letting me come back. I've been able to listen to a lot of your podcasts on my way to cornhole tournaments, and
especially if you had some long trips.
I have a lot of long trips. That's right. I have a lot of long trips. I had the opportunity to go to Lake Charles, Louisiana, Panama City, Tupelo, Mississippi so far, and then we got regionals that's in state, but most of them are at least an hour and a half away. So I get to listen to the podcast. You've had some great guests on.
Man,
I've enjoyed them.
I wouldn't back up and change any of it. Honestly, none.
I mean, locals, like you was talking about earlier. I enjoyed hearing the lady that was on the jury duty for a murder case, because we don't have many murder cases in Coleman. No. But that was first 48 stuff, or whatever. Oh, yeah.
And so that was right up my alley.
Yeah.
Too.
So I mean, you've had Butterbean. You've had a lot of cool stuff going on, no doubt.
I've had a lot. I mean, the everyday people, I think, is what I mostly attract. I'll say everyday people. Everybody's got their own. They're good at something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're ranked in the world cornhole.
Right.
This guy here is ranked in the world wakeboard. Used to be the boxing world champion.
Right.
It's just like something, almost everything. I feel like almost like the small town celebrities around here.
Right.
What's that country song? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
You may not know them, but dude, and I don't listen to much country, so I don't know very many words. But it's like talking about, you don't know Bill changes oil, or
I ain't familiar with it. No, I'm sorry. My son, Carter, you had him on your show. He would
know it.
He would probably know it.
Yeah, because it's like
if he don't know it, he'll write one like it.
Yeah. No, I know I didn't dream this one. A small town, because whenever I do hear it, I'm like, that's kind of me, we got we got all kinds of people that's done really good, cool stuff,
Right.
It rolled around. It's almost like 14,000 downloads, which is way more than I expected.
Oh yeah.
It's
growing, man. It's fun to listen to.
It's having fun, dude. I mean, it really is. It's just.
I'll touch base just a second. Going this year, last year when I was here, I was kind of in a hiatus, taking off a little time, building a house. Mm-hmm. Got my house built, got my lane built to pitch in, so everything's going good. Started the season off mainly focused on doubles. I've always focused on singles, so this year I'm gonna do real good in doubles. I want to finish in Top Gun 20, and me and my partner's done well. Like I said, Lake Charles, we finished second at that major. Lost in the championship game, threw like garbage. I threw fire all the way up to the championship game, and just fell apart in the championship game. In Panama City, we got second in that major in doubles, and me and my partner's great. I mean, he can carry me, but we was just average. And when we had to be good, we were good, and we got through. And
sometimes it just works out like that.
That's right. And the boards got sticky on us, and I prefer a slower board, but my partner preferred board to move a little better. And he's always allowing me to. I pick the bags typically. I mean, if I pick his bags, it's against his will usually. He don't want me to have no excuses, I guess.
Right.
But I mean, like Lake Charles, I threw great. I mean, I had the highest PPR over the whole tournament.
Really?
But the championship game, my partner caught fire. He struggled really. He really struggled the whole game. I mean, the whole tournament, and he didn't miss nothing.
Is it like that a lot though, where one person's like on fire and the other one's off.
It does,
and the
but
other
usually
one's
they
on, the
lose
other
pretty
one's
quick
off.
because it takes both
Yeah.
throwing good to get anywhere. And that's the thing. This year, not one tournament have me and him both through to our
Being
potential.
the same.
It's
Yeah.
been me or him, and but we've been fortunate enough to place good. We're on our way to finishing in the single digits in Top Gun 20, Lord willing, and we can get another major, another good finish at a major. But
How much longer do y'all have for that? Like, how many more tournaments? Is
into
it?
May is the last.
Oh, so it starts in...
Season starts in August, ends in
goes
May.
through May? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll have the World Championship will be in July. So you'll have the month of June will be off, and at the end of July will be the World Championship. It'll be in Owensboro, Kentucky. And then we will...
So that's close, too,
Yeah.
for the world.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I've been to the World several times, and this is the closest one that we've had. And it was there last year, actually. I didn't go last year to the World Championship because, I was in the process of building my house, so I took off that time. But, yeah, I'm going to take off after this year as far as pursuing ACL or ACO. I'm not going to worry about any affiliation. I'm just going to do our local stuff or benefit stuff and enjoy it. I've picked up coyote hunting and doing it at night with night vision.
We're going soon. Because we're
not going to go soon because it's out of season, but...
You can't just shoot coyotes?
Well, I've got a night permit to hunt at night, but it's only good from February 10th, which is the end of deer season, to October 15th, which is the opening day of deer season. So during deer season, you can't use your night vision, and all you can shoot at night is coyotes and hogs. But you can do it during that time.
But what if you own the property? Is it the same, though?
Yeah, it's the same.
It is?
Yeah.
See, I thought predator stuff was like, let us learn something.
If there's a game warden out there, we would never hunt out of season. But if there's not, most game wardens know coyotes need to go. We're finally getting a few turkey, we got a few deer. We have no deer in Coleman, Alabama hardly, so we're starting to get a few. We need to. I've been able to, up until the end of season, I was killing some coyotes. And
See,
it's fun. It's fun.
Oh, I know it is.
It is fun. Calling them in, watching them come running up to the call.
I've never shot one.
You will soon.
I'm going with you.
After February 10th.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're going.
If you're interested in going, we'll go.
Well, see, my brother got into it at one point.
Was he daytime hunting or nighttime hunting?
We were like evening into the night hunting.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were just having fun.
Yeah.
Right? But no shit. This was before like my eyes got fixed and stuff or whatever. And we went hunting, and it was like the evening we walked in there. Well, I sat with another guy in like a 2-person stand that was kind of over this little creek. The creek was just barely running. It would have put you to sleep.
Right.
Like, So my brother goes, he's like across the field in a different spot. You can hear that call. That call goes up. He does like it was like a dying rabbit call, and he did it for like 5 seconds, Turned off, sit there for like 20. I'm making sure I don't say nothing. I'm interested in this. It's dark now.
Yeah.
So I sit there a little while. He sounds that siren off for about 3 seconds.
The woods light up.
I was like, no shit. I don't know if I'm going to get out of the stand or not tonight until I can see. It sounded like it was everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And it's normally only, a pack of coyotes, about 3 or 4 or 5 maybe?
Yeah, probably. I've seen 5.
Yeah.
But that's the most I've seen, yeah.
But they sound like it's like 100 of them.
Oh, yeah. 3
Yeah.
sounds like 50, yeah.
Yeah. That's what...
I'm not good if I'm getting them to answer me. Mm-hmm. I hardly ever can get one of those to come in. I usually, a lot of people do vocals, and they're a lot better at it than me. I'm new at this. But I'm I do use pups in distress, coyote pups in distress.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not, usually I put that call on, I've had it going for 2 minutes, and they never make a sound. They just come bouncing
in there,
and
yeah.
you're watching. And
Now, they're a particular animal, too.
they're smart.
Yeah, they only hunt against the wind, right? I mean, like with the wind in their face.
I'll tell you, I did a good setup. I was real proud of myself. Again, like I say, I'm learning as I go, and I got a good wind, but I know the coyote's going to come downwind of this call. It's a dying rabbit, rabbit in distress, whatever. So I set the call way out. Typically, you want it fairly close, but I set it way ahead of me in a shooting lane.
Yeah.
So when the coyotes come, they'll come in downwind, and when they turn to go to the call, their back will be to me. But I call them in. Me and a friend of mine would call them in. I'm working the remote. He's working the gun. You know, everybody I take, I want them to shoot. You know, I just like being part of the hunt. When I turkey hunt, I call turkey.
That's me too. I like to go.
I just like to be there. I mean, I enjoy shooting, but if you go, you're using the gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you go with me every time, we're going to rotate, or you know, something. My brother's got a night vision set up too, so we're both on a gun there. But even my cornhole partner, he's got him a night vision set up. So, but anyway, this guy don't have a night. He's got one now, but he didn't have one at the time. Night vision set up, and so when we hit the call, I hear him coming through the woods. You know, it's been dry at this time. It's 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're bad. Yeah.
So here they come, and they come within 4 foot of him, and then turn to go out right up to the call. I mean, come right out, right at his.
Do you got one of those ones that's on the spring that's like a?
No, I do not. But you know, at night it's not
come
as
up with
important.
the speaker.
Yeah, I got a speaker with a remote, and I take the speaker away.
So
from
when you're talking
me.
about the call, it come up to the speaker.
Yeah, come up to the speaker.
Oh God.
Yeah, but the
My
speaker.
luck, I would shoot, miss
Well,
the
I'm
cover.
not. It's usually not that close, but it was in line with the speaker. But yeah, we've had a ball doing that. It's fun, and I enjoy it. And it's
See, that's what a coyote I wouldn't feel.
I'm
bad
not
about.
good at-
Predators, I wouldn't care.
I'm not good at anything. I'm a professional cornhole player, but I'm not very good at it. Like I said, I was telling you earlier
you
that
got
when I
pro
first started, there
being
was
terrible.
2 pros in the state of Alabama, and then the next year, through Randall Garrison really helping me and working with me and playing every day and teaching me. There was 4 the next year, and it was Randall and his son Jackson, and Jack Harcrow, a friend of mine, and myself. We was only 4 pros in Alabama, and now I guess there's 25 pros in cornhole in Alabama, maybe more, and any one of them can beat your bottom. And actually, there's a lot. It's just a grind and struggle. I have to throw every day, hours
How
a
many bags
day.
you throwing a day now?
Well,
Or how
I
many
had
hours?
I had an injury, which I know you're thinking a cornhole injury, but I pulled a muscle in my quad, and it lingered on for like 16 weeks. It was terrible.
Dang.
And during that time, though, I would throw. I play a ghost, and I would play. It's called Ghost Whip Mark. You can throw a 9, 10, 11, or 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. So you really got to average about 10, 5 to 11 to beat her. And I was beating her 2 or 3 times a night, and I was throwing good. So I go to a couple regionals, and I clean house. I'm throwing really good. Can't wait to go back to the next one. The legs still not better, but I'm.
Did you do that doing cornhole?
No, I don't know how I did it really, but
Yeah,
I noticed it. I started stepping this year. I had a hitch in my throw, so I started stepping, and it went long. I pulled that quad, and it really aggravated me to throw. But I was throwing just as good as better than I've ever thrown, and I was so excited. I was going to a regional. I had some shooters. I mean, I was going to go and it hurt feelings.
When you compete, yeah.
But it didn't work out. I got
levels
there
you're
and I was
competing.
off. I never got. I think I went 2-2, or maybe I'm guessing I did that. I didn't throw very well, and I'll be honest with you, that was probably 4 weeks ago, and I haven't thrown to my. I mean, I can beat the 10, but occasionally, but that's on an open board. I'm not throwing real good right now, so I'm healed up. There's no excuses now. Besides, everybody's just got good, and I mean, there's some guys out there, kids especially. Man, they don't throw once a week, and they're
good
amazing.
at it.
They're amazing.
Kids are good at kids.
They were
really
getting good when last year when I was here, but this year they're even better. Man, they're
How young we talk?
14. 14 is really your prime for cornhole now, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yes.
I don't know, man. They can just do so much with the bag. You know, you see these pool sharks, and they, put English on the ball, top left.
Everything changes.
They can do
There's
that
new
with a bag.
development.
They can hit on the left side and cut around your bag, or right side, or they can roll over your bag. You can throw a dead
Are they
center
doing
block.
that soccer spin like I was telling you I did?
No, nobody does that.
I'm an overhand throw.
Yeah. But no, I mean they can just tilt. They know they throw a carpet top slow side, and it bites the board pretty hard. And they just are very talented.
Squeezing, just
Yeah,
almost like a.
years ago, if you could slide it in pretty regular, you were really, really good. And if you could hit an airmail occasionally, you was even better than good. And if you could clean up a push shot, you were, one of the best around. And now, if you don't have a great airmail, a great push, a great slide, and you probably really need something. I mean, these guys that you can throw a bag pretty much center of the hole and they can push it out. They step out and come into you sideways, push you out of the hole and go in. Yeah, or you take hole control.
It's an art too.
Yeah, it's a lot more than just throwing the bag now. I mean, still, if we got a tournament out here in Coleman, minus Randall, I've talked to people. I've been to little benefit tournaments, and they're like, "Man, I'm pretty good. You're pretty good." I average a 9 and beat them 21-0. And I'm thinking I do terrible. But you go to the next level, like the state tournament's coming up. Alabama Cornhole holds a state tournament every year in December, and there's some favorites, there's some picks to win, but there's no telling who's gonna win it.
Any given day, man, it can just swap.
Yep. It's really kind of, and I never would have said this before, but it's really kind of like the Bassmasters in a way. Mm-hmm. You never know who's going to win the tournament.
No, you don't.
And before, in cornhole, it was there. You had one Alabama, and
see that's what.
Then you had a bunch of Texas A&Ms. Oh, now you got a bunch of Alabamas and a bunch of Georgias.
Alabama's like Grand Central Station of a lot of stuff. I feel like, dude.
Man, they picked up the cornhole really good. Speaking of Alabama,
let's roll with it.
What happened in the Iron Bowl?
Oh, man.
Because I stand on one side with the Tide. I know you and the family stand on the...
Oh, yeah, the other side.
Now, did you marry into the Auburn stuff, or was you Auburn?
No, I was Auburn fan.
So that's how...
I really didn't watch it back then. Oh, and now, I was telling you, I've got more interest in basketball. I met Donaldson.
Oh, really?
The other night, the basketball player, Yeah. I don't know their first names, too.
Yeah. I love Alabama football. I've always loved it. I've got a passion for it, really,
Yeah.
Keep up with them.
I wish I had tonight whatever I must have smoked or Big John drugged me with that night I betted him.
What did Big John share me? I don't personally know. I did hear the podcast with Big John. I lived in High Pond for 18 years, so
I think
I've heard of Big John.
Yeah.
So tell me about John. What did he dope you with?
Well, he wanted Alabama in 14. We ended up settling Alabama in 10 points. Like I gave him that. No, I'm just kidding. I told him, I said, look, which he's not one of those people. He wants to bet something that's going to be embarrassing.
Okay.
So me and him both, were just kind of.
So he's a Bama guy.
Oh Lord, yeah. Good God Almighty.
Sounds like a good guy.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy, minus his team. But anyways, man, the other night too, when Auburn was 4th and 30, or whatever.
Yeah,
and
431. Remember that highway, 431,
mm-hmm.
runs right through Auburn.
And this is the bad deal about it. I said. We had about 9 or 10 people watching it with us.
Yeah.
How my mouth got me.
Yeah.
I said, well, I bet old Big John's ass is tight right now. He's a nervous wreck. He's shaking by his fingernails.
I was.
About 3.7 seconds later, Alabama scored.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, he ain't got to worry about that no more. He ain't got to worry about that no more. Man. Yeah. So I got a polar plunge Saturday.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I took some advice from some people with polar plunges. I think me and him bet to jump off the diving board. They said don't do that first. That it can actually put your body in like a hyperventilation shock.
So you got to ease into it.
Yeah.
They're doing this cold water stuff,
They say it's good for you.
Yeah, they say it's great. But
my chiropractor today said, hey, I was going to go out there this morning, start my winter of swimming or standing out there for 3 minutes. And he said, I just didn't do it this morning. That's who I got my advice from. I'm like, what's the trick? He said, well, you do not. He said, is this pool heated? I said, I think that's the secret. I don't think he wants me to know. I know his pool's heated. But now Big John over a bet, he's like, I'm liable to get there and him still be dumping bags of ice in it. Like, I'd be doing the same to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So after the game was over, I started getting all these pool pictures. They're sending me pictures of his pool. So I'm like, okay, that's cute, or whatever. So I just called him. And I was like, hey, buddy. He said, hey. I said, let me ask you a question. Is your pool heated? He said, man, it's a bad deal. Broke down today. The heater did. He said it probably won't come back on again till like Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
Because Saturday's when I'm going to have to do it. Yeah. I got to tell you a story about Big John. This is epic, okay? All right. Big John orders some shirts. AddisonDesign.us. Use Guess Who, you get 10% off. That's where my merch comes from, right? Big John, after he come on the podcast, he ordered some shirts. So when I picked up some other shirts and hats, Brandon gave them to me. He was like, hey, you think you'll see Big John? I said, I'll make it a point to see him. He said, well, he's ordered some shirts. You might take it to him. So I called Big John, and I had actually, on the podcast, Big John talks about how he loves Rolling Rock beer. Just so happens there's a yard sale. A buddy of mine buys one of those metal buckets, which you don't drink, but like a metal thing that goes on the table, and they bring like a 6-pack out, but it was a Rolling Rock. Okay? So that guy tells me, he said, I gave $5 for it. I just figured you might want it. I was like, yeah, I want it. Hell yeah, I want it. I'm going to give it to Big John, So I called him. The long story short, I called Big John. He gives me an address to where he lives. Because that's the day I had the MRI, and I'm just going to take Big John shirts and stuff over there after that MRI. Because I knew he was close to where I'd had that done. He gives me an address. Oh my gosh. I went down this road, that road, down another road, took 3 curves to the left and took another road, and it ended me up on a dirt road. So I'm like, something ain't right. So I called him. Oh, hey, bud. He's at work. Yeah, man. I said, you live down a dirt road? Because I thought you lived in a subdivision. Oh, man. I forgot, dude. I thought you was going to call me before you headed that way. That was just the road to get on, and I was going to tell you from there. Okay. So he gives me directions back to what I think is his house. Okay. I put the Rolling Rock can, or the tin bucket, the beer bucket, on this. And I'm even telling this rascal, I'm like, the table with the 2 chairs? I said, it's kind of windy. This is like the first cold day we had, I said, it's kind of windy. I'm going to just put it in this chair, man, in case it blows over. It won't roll out in the yard or something, And he said, yeah, man, yeah, Bubba, that's cool. And I even said when I pulled up, is your house like a real pretty, like, green, like a creamy green, like a hunter green, but like a light hunter green, Oh, yeah, that's it. So I drop it off. I'll leave. He calls me back. Later on at night, he goes, hey, what's up, Bubba? Oh, not much. Where'd you say you put that beer bucket and the shirts? On your front porch with that little table and the 2 chairs? Oh, God. That's exactly what he said. I don't have a table with 2 chairs.
He did an hour ago, though, right?
I know, I'm like, dude, I left it at that greenhouse. I told you it's a pretty vinyl siding greenhouse. And I even told him, I said, when I got there, I even said, you got like some of these porta totes or whatever that's in the other field behind you? Like not, right there in this subdivision I turned in. But, yeah, yes. I didn't pay no attention. So I dropped stuff off. So anyway, he calls me that night. I'm like, hey, buddy. I'm like, listen, man, whenever, he's like, I ain't got no table and 2 on the chairs or whatever. You left that at the wrong house, Bubba. Explain it to me. So I got to try and explain it to you. I'm like, it's a hunter greenhouse, like a light green hunter color. It's pretty. He said, I'm colorblind. Well, that's nice to know now.
You're going to have to get your wife to show you where this house is.
I'm like, you got me directions to that freaking Banjo movie. You know what I mean? It's like I turned it out. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to keep going down this road unless he tells me it opens up. And yeah, I feel like I'm at Smith Lake at this point. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so anyways, he ends up going, finding the shirts and stuff. He figured out the house. And I said, well, how close was it? He said, not close at all. When you told me that real estate sign you seen, I knew it had to be one of those 2 houses. Yeah.
Oh,
So somebody's colorblind gonna give you directions and tell you, yeah, it's gotta be it.
oh yeah.
It's like, dude, hey, Big John, why don't you ask your wife what color your house is? Guys, give him more directions.
It might be helpful. Yeah, no doubt.
Which we both just laughed it off, but it was funny.
That's awesome.
I think he should waive the bet this year because he gave me bad directions.
He was nice enough to deliver
I know.
and pick him a yard sale gift.
Yeah, and got him a damn yard sale gift on top of that.
Yeah.
That thing's vintage too.
You think that he'll let you off? No.
Not a chance in hell. He could have baked me a pie every day this week, and I'd have been like, "Your ass better be here."
You know,
Saturday."
it went viral on TikTok. Those guys and girls getting in their ice buckets, and creeping down in there, and controlling their breathing, and then after about a week they could just ease in it. And
Well, they say
it's really good.
They do, but I don't. I mean,
So
I
just-
can't hardly do cold water.
I can't. I don't do cold water. I was a competition coon hunter for years before I got into cornhole, and I tried a dog one time and it treed across the creek, and I could shine the tree and see it had a coon, but I had to go get the dog.
Through that creek.
So I told the guy with me, I said, I'm gonna take off, get a fire going, and I'm gonna take my clothes off. I'm just gonna swim naked over, get the dogs, and swim back, warm up by the fire, put dry clothes on. We're going home. It's 2:30 in the morning at Swan Creek. Get down naked, go off in the water, and it was like, whoa! I fought myself back to the bank.
Brutal,
I was like, hey, that dog gonna stay over here. I'll buy the dog and leave it.
This is how bad.
Yeah. So I thought I was tougher than I am. I'm not very tough when it comes to
back when we were kids, though, dude. We can swim right through that.
Man,
It
my
wouldn't have
kids,
been
I
no big
remember
deal.
they'd want to go swimming in it. I'm like, it's the water temperature
The
70.
rivers or creeks are always cold. Anyway,
yeah.
It's like
You ever been to Coho?
Oh, I think I
Morgan
have.
City.
No, I've heard of it.
Oh, I've been. It is cold. Water's coming out of the mouth of a cave.
Oh yeah,
You know where all the cave? You had the caving guy on. I heard him maybe a week or two ago.
Yeah,
He's
took
probably
Thanksgiving
he's
off.
probably been all through those caves. I can't think. They all got a name.
I
can't even tell you. I ain't gonna say. There's a blowhole, which is a cave not far from there. Cold air blows out of it. But Coho is a cave that's got water running out of it, and it's like a pond area. It's pretty cool, real clear water,
Yeah.
but it's ice cold.
See, I can't do it, man. We have where the water's got to go through. You know what I'm talking about, like the inline or whatever, electric. So the power goes out in the summertime. It's tough to even get in there then.
Really?
Yes.
Now I can handle.
Because you've been hot all day too.
Yeah, I can
it's
handle
getting hit
80.
with that cold water.
80's great. But we get below 80, it's kind of cool. But hey, I'll tell you what, I went to the ocean October, went to that major in Panama City.
Yeah,
Oh, I went swimming in the ocean. It was cold.
I bet.
But
I
I
mean, the ocean
enjoyed
can be cold too.
I love the ocean.
In July or
No, I've never had it too cold in July, but I went out in it. I enjoyed it.
you're tougher than I am then. Normally, if I go out there and it's not
Bath
somewhat
water?
bath water,
Yeah.
I just walk.
I
out
like
far
it
enough
to be
pee and not be
refreshing.
seen.
Bathwater's not
Yeah.
refreshing. I like it to be refreshing, but I don't want it cold.
I've always heard too about insulating, like we insulated this house.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, go home and take a cold bath or a cold shower.
Yeah, close the
It's
open
like, brother,
doors
I've
or
been freezing all night.
Yeah.
I don't care if the fiberglass sinks in or whatever it does.
I'll tell you, in the summertime, I do metal roofing, Thomas metal roofing and waterproofing.
Yeah, Thomas Water Metal Roofing Department.
And so it's 100 degrees. You've been on a metal roof, and you come in the house, and it's 68.
Immediate chills.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm like, hey, why you got that air on? Like,
It'll almost body shock me.
and you're in
sometimes. I'm
the.
sorry.
You're great.
play
You're
frisbee.
inside the shop a lot of the time.
with the fans and
It gets hot. I mean, it's hot outside, but you do get the breeze. Inside, it kind of the humidity stays up high all the time. It's hard
you
to.
get used to feeling like a fan that's blowing hot air
Yeah.
is actually cooling you off.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Inside's worse than outside to me. Now the sun's terrible. I mean, it's aged me quite a bit, but
Oh, and skin cancers these
Yeah.
days and stuff, man. I hear more and more, dude.
I know
Like-
I got to start spraying down better.
I hate wearing sunscreen.
Really?
I don't like bug repellent. I don't like sunscreen. The only thing I ever spray, no matter if I go to Panama, it don't matter where I go, it's my feet. That's it.
Yeah,
I'd rather get my legs burned a little
I gotta
bit.
hit my ears, man. My ears take a pounding.
I
You
always
didn't never
wear
do the
a hat.
Axe body spray back when you was a kid?
Yeah, I do it now
Oh,
sometimes.
do you?
When I go to the chiropractor.
You go to Cole up there, Belo's?
No.
Who you go to?
Lord, no. Cole?
Hey, Johnny. Wait, you don't. Who you go to?
Tyler Bennett. Or, not Tyler Bennett.
You don't even
Tyler
know.
Brown at Bennett. Chiropractor. Kerry Bennett's.
Where they at? In Cole?
Yeah, over there by...
I use Waldrop, but I've roofed Belo chiropractor.
Yeah.
There, so they got a sweet setup.
I've heard that. Yeah.
They do.
Tyler's young, and like he's over there. They're over there towards Augustus, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Whenever you
I
get
know where
to
they're at. I know where they're
where
at.
you turn right, Jack's is right there.
Yeah.
They're right there on the right.
I roofed it. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a younger guy.
It was
man.
it was vacant when I roofed it. It was fixed to sell the building. Yeah.
He this is he don't do it to everybody, but he did. I had a bad earache like back 6 months ago, I guess.
Let me ask you first. Do you do like Grandma? Take a puff off that cigarette and blow that hot smoke in that ear? And make it
Yes, and then I was like, "Give me a drag
That's
off
it.
that dough
That's
round."
only in Alabama, right? Chiropractor in Alabama, light a cigarette, popping your neck with a cigarette in his mouth.
I'm like, "Come on, man, give me a puff of that dough round." But no, he popped it. He popped the ear.
Like by pulling on it, popping it?
Yeah, just kind of popped it.
You know the dude on TikTok I was telling you about? I sent you a video of the
Yes, we
barber
got-
and lathers them all up and
Dude,
he pops her ear and he
How
cleans
do
her
you-
ear for
okay.
35 minutes.
What is the name of that video? The Indian. I'm about to pull. I'm gonna tell what it is on here so you can look it up. But like jab, even like a Q-tip. They say be careful. Man, it looks like this dude is like.
Oh, he's working it.
Oh yeah, he's deep in there too and stuff. But like that ear slap thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Basically like putting shave cream all over your face and just going to slapping and rubbing.
Have you seen him do the...
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I watched that video. It's
Oh, man.
crazy, dude.
Hey, I would go pay big money one time at least.
You can back without your ears, man.
Hey, it would have to be easy on my ears. Like I said, they've got a lot of sun damage. I don't know if he could flop them quite as hard as he gets flopping them other guys.
Indian head massaging.
Yeah, that sucker's bad.
Oh yeah, it is. It just looks like it hurt bad, dude. Would you think those candles and stuff? You think whenever they light those candles and put it in your ear, it really draws it out?
No, man, that thing's
See, I don't
burning
know. I
your
think
hair is
it's-
all it's doing.
Yeah, it's like how can it pull through wax?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
I'm out on that. Don't light no candles on me or anything. Yeah.
No, I want to try it just to see.
No, I'm out.
You wouldn't?
No. He can do the ear slap one time and then see if I liked it or not. I don't want to do no candles.
And he does that, like after he's just wet everything down, he's pushing on like
Oh,
this,
yeah.
like he's
He-
closing your ear and opening it or something.
Oh yeah, he gets on the backsides.
Ain't no way, brother. I'd be like, all right, man. I mean, we're gonna slap fight or what's going on? Calm down.
Hey, he spends about an hour on them guys.
Mm.
I seen him the other day. He ripped the guy's shirt off of him. Just
He
ripped
cut
it.
it. He cut that
He
guy's
cut
shirt
it.
off. Yes.
Let me just take my shirt off, man. It's okay. We're not that
It's
big
okay,
of a
dude. I'll
hurry.
get some.
We're not
I'll
that big
get
of a
that
hurry.
cream on my face or
Yeah.
whatever, or all on my
Yeah.
shirt. I don't really care.
Yeah, just stick it from here up.
Yes. So we've been talking about too, like the cornhole. You're just taking time off. And,
Yeah.
You know, some of that kind of stuff, dude. Here lately, for whatever reason, it's really hit me hard. I'm fixing to go to stand-up comedy hard.
Oh, I wanna. Let's talk.
What's that? I'm in a predicament kind of because I feel like I wouldn't want my kids to hear my comedy.
Ooh. You know where I stand on that stuff.
I know.
I'm not the guy you want to
And I
discuss
can't
that.
hide. You couldn't hide it from forever.
No, you.
But they would be somewhat grown by the time they got to see me.
But would you want them to hear that even after you're grown? After they're grown. I mean, some
If they were
people-
like, "Hey, my dad, like, really always was the one that was just like, I can make a joke out of that, or I can, you know, they might be like, he loves it. He's lying about half of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I was telling you, it's even stories I've heard. Like,
They could say, you could. My dad was an addict for many years and did stand up, and he's clean now.
It's like, yeah. And you know what? I don't even like. Me and you were talking about that. Okay, it's like, what do you say? What do you do? Are you gonna be nervous? You know what I'm saying? Like all those kind of things.
Oh yeah.
Because you preached, you know, and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Get in front of a crowd, and see, I've always been nervous talking in front of a crowd. Forever. I have not talked in front of a crowd since I can remember. But I think between the podcasts and whatever, it's really opened me up more to where I'm like, okay, I can do that. You know, it's not a big
I will
deal.
say this: on some bigger events I've had the opportunity to preach at or speak at, very few. Most of them's been just churches, and you may have several in a congregation, and everybody's eyes are on you. But like when you go to the auditorium at Fairview School and get a chance, or maybe at a bigger church that's the pulpit's a stage and the lights are on you and it's dim. It's totally different because you don't see anyone. You have to do this to see anyone. So it's it's not going to be too bad if the lights are on you and you can't see the crowd.
Just come out there and just come.
It's just like you're like, I don't know who's out there who ain't. Right, so you're able to. I was more comfortable in those where the lights are on you and everything's dark outside. So you can't see past the stage.
That may be my best.
But it was difficult at times. I was wanting to see reaction. So you try to.
See, and I have been like a lot of people, even Dakota on that podcast, he was like, give me your cleanest Joe. I really hadn't opened anything yet. I really hadn't told. So I call my brother sometimes because, both of them are nuts.
Right.
And I'll just run something by him. He's like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Or he'll be like, well, I think you ought to. You know what I'm saying? But then again, like thinking about it, I don't want to walk out there with a cheat sheet in my hand.
Yeah.
Like I want to walk out there. Of course, I'm gonna have to have a few things that I know I want to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be one joke that's the kicker or something, and that may be the one that when I walk off stage or whatever. You know? And I hadn't told a whole lot of people about this either. So it's funny. But like,
when is the date? Have you got it? Have you got a date?
I've got to. I'm sending in a video and
then it goes from there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, approach it as. I mean, you're not in. You ain't got. You ain't losing nothing. You ain't got it yet. It ain't like you've got a gig and now I'm nervous about the gig.
People's like,
wait till you get it before you get nervous.
Few people I've told, they're like, what are you gonna do if you do become a hit? Would you be, hey, I'm gonna hit the road and go globally? No, hell no. I don't think I could.
Stay in the Southeast? Would you go and tour
if
you were good?
I mean, but it would be more one of those deals like for me where it's like, hey, can you come to Louisiana, or hey, can you come to Mississippi, to where I'm not having to be there like gone 7 days or something, like just flying on a
once a month deal.
Yeah, maybe like I don't know, dude. Like just
12 stand-ups a year.
Yeah, 12. But like if it was like Birmingham or something, Huntsville or somewhere, they were like, "Hey man, can you come give me 10 minutes?" And honest to God, it's not like I'm like, "Man, I got the material. I'm just gonna quit my job." I know I'm gonna hit. I just want to see people laugh. Like it's not even the money part of it. That's just always what I've been. I've always been an entertainer, whether I'm dancing or walk up to family pictures with a chicken in my hands.
Right. Yeah, you just want to laugh. You want somebody to laugh. Yeah.
I just want people to. I don't know. Don't get it wrong because I do like pick fun at people and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not gonna be one of those people that's going like Matt Rife. Yeah. I'm like, you can't make a show.
You see him, he's kind of like this trying to.
Yeah, you can't make a show and make fun of people. Yeah. I mean, you just can't do it. Yeah. I'd love to. I don't know. And I don't even know what I'd say to him, but I just feel like something might come up to where it's just something funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, where's a massage parlor around here and keep their mouth shut, bud?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? I got you.
Like, yeah, I don't know. And I really.
Theo Vaughn, I told you I went, and he was a little too rough for me, but he did interact some. But again, he couldn't see the crowd. He had to get down, to be able to say, get down to see him. But he would just, he said he's thinking about trying reincarnation when he dies. He's not sure yet, but he's considering reincarnation. asking, what do you want to come back as? So, do you want to come back as a Mexican, as a, Oriental, what, And so he's thinking that he was going to try that. So I don't know how he figured he had the option, but he was funny, He was trying to be funny about it. So
Jesus, I really don't know how I got here. I've been terrible, but
yeah.
Can I come back as a shark?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always felt like, even with the fishing, that there was something that was like missing. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
even if it's only for a season, you go give it a try. See, that's like me in the cornhole.
It's fine,
I did it for 4 years, and this is probably, I've done all kind of stuff. I mean, I've been into every hobby under the sun, and it's been a long time. I usually cycle through them, and like I said, I work. I'm passionate. Even my wife says it's a fault. Whatever I do, I'm wide up. Like I said, a competition can.
Me, you talked about that the last time you was here.
I'm
about,
everywhere.
You're 100 in.
I'm in. I'm sold in. So
if you're gonna play guitar, you're gonna learn.
I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be good, or I'm gonna quit. That's the reason I don't play golf. I tried it and I wasn't good. Didn't see myself getting better. So I was like, this ain't gonna work.
After like one try.
Yeah, and see, I don't want to do something for fun.
God, if I quit every time I got mad on the golf course.
Yeah, I don't want to do something for fun. I want to do it for competitive. Be competitive in it.
I just want to walk out on that stage, and I just want people to leave and say, "That dude is crazy."
They're gonna say that regardless. I'm telling you, you got that.
I want them to be like, we've sung, like maybe like my 10th time to do it. They're like, man, like I heard him before, but this was all new. Yeah. He didn't even tell that joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd like to see. Most of them don't have new material.
No, a lot of them, they got an hour and a half of material. See, every time I say something and people like really get chuckled about it, I write it down.
That's good.
And I feel like that's going to be the best content.
Yeah, and these podcasts, you've picked up stuff.
I have,
hearing a story, and that you can manipulate it a little bit, make it your story. And
I'll take that story and turn it into
my story. Yeah.
Yes, and that's what me and you were talking about it. Like some of the things I come up with. It's like that really happened. Well, a buddy of mine told me that happened to him, but I haven't really took the story and ran with it.
Right.
It's just like, I laughed at his story.
Right.
And I'm like, dang, I could take that and really turn that
Jerry Clower, he told hunting stories, which were fabricated, of course, and twisted around, but I mean, they were funny.
Oh, they are. Yeah. And if you got Jerry Clower off by himself and, back in the day or whatever, and would have been like, tell me about that deer you killed. It was a 49 point.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it really was only a 7 point.
Yeah.
But, we thought it was funny,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and see, that's why, I don't know. Like, thinking back, I've been to the comedy club a bunch of times, like down in Birmingham. Because if you ever go once, you win the birthday, or if you fill out the birthday card, you about get it every year for a long time, unless you just don't go 2 or 3 years in a row or something. But I feel like the comedy club, places like that, people are choosing to go. They want to go over there and laugh. It's not like they're judging you, actually.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the way I've really kind of taken it. It's like these people come to have a good time.
Have you been to the one in Huntsville on the left? I don't know, stand up. Something?
Yeah, I've seen it, but I hadn't.
I think they've had some good acts come through that's popular now.
I'm sure, yeah, Huntsville.
But I was just curious how that was. It'd be closer than Birmingham.
Yeah, either way. But yeah, I'm gonna try it. I gotta have a video out soon. But I'm not even really. I've thought of a couple things, and I'm like,
so after you do your video and send it in, are you gonna do a podcast with a video? Just a solo. This is how my stand up went. So my podcast followers can have a.
I don't know.
Really?
Anybody see that? Yeah, because I have some people that shares my stuff on Facebook.
You don't want grandma to see this.
Nah, and it's more like could we leave this on like a TikTok kind of deal? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like I don't really feel like a whole lot of grandmas are like scrolling TikTok, you know, where it's like on Facebook, it's like, oh, Jacob, he must have got an award.
Yeah.
And they turn down, they're like, oh, good God. What did he just say? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I hate that. I feel like that's comedy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, it's definitely there's an audience. You know,
James Gregory, clean.
Yeah.
There's so many clean comedians. I've seen clean ones. I've seen.
I can't remember that. Well, let's talk about Nate Bargates or something like that. He's clean, funny.
See, I've been at the comedy club before where I was like, if I laugh one more time, I'm going to hell over this guy just making fun of people or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not going to be that guy.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
You know.
I get turned off personally, but I know that you're not appealing to my type of audience. You
right,
know,
yeah.
I mean, that's neither.
Like, I wouldn't make fun of, like, if I was in the comedy club and they said, okay, you got to pick one of these people out here, and they was
roasting
10 people that had, like, mental illnesses or walking on a cane or somebody's in a wheelchair or walker or whatever. It's never been in my blood. That's not funny to me. I'm not going to make fun of anything like that. I want to pick out this guy that's over here that's, you can tell his wife's a lot better looking than him.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of guy I want to kind of mess with. But then again, I would hope that, like, afterwards he would get his picture made with me and be like, dude, you embarrassed me in front of everybody or something, you know, but I knew it was all fun and game or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, like, when I always went to the comedy club, I didn't go to the comedy club to say, well, let's just say how funny they are. I don't say if I'm funny or not. Like, I went in there with intentions. I'm just going to laugh my ass off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter if I hear something that's funny out of the 3 people that comes on, that was worth it to me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking forward. I will give it a try. I will give it a try.
I'll just do this every once in a while so you'll know to, like, close it off.
Yeah, if you say earmuffs, I'll know to.
I'm gonna say
That's what you have to do with Walker. You'll have to say earmuffs, and he'll have to know to.
Man, dude, he'll be a comedian.
Yeah, he's gonna give. Is he gonna go to Parkside?
Nah, he's going to Fairview.
He's gonna give Fairview a hard time when he'll
be
a cut up when he.
Oh man, some of the stuff that he actually, you know, I told you about the people asked me to sing like Theo Vaughn, right? So I did the last night, then, you know, so that song stuck in my head for like 24 hours or something. So me and Walker have actually got that dancing video that's went viral.
Right.
Well, that other video of me singing hadn't went nothing, you know. So I asked him, I picked him up from school Monday. I said, hey, buddy, because normally his his teachers or whatever tell me, oh my Lord, I saw that video of Walker dancing. That's so funny I sent it to so and 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 so. So I told Walker, I said, I bet you, did your teacher say anything to you about that, the fastest dancer? He said, nah. He said, I asked them if they had seen you sing before. And I said, they didn't say nothing to you about the dance video? You just asked them if they'd ever seen me sing? Yeah, I told them that you had a video of you singing. I said, what about your video? He said, I didn't tell him about that one. And I said, okay. And I said, what are you talking about me singing? And he's like, last night we went to Wickle Talk. Yes, I'm serious, word for word. Yeah. And he said, ain't that right? And I said, oh my Lord.
Oh,
son.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go up there a few times a week and say, "Son, you can't dance. It's lunch." They're not cool like that.
You
they're
can't
not gonna
dance.
They're not gonna let you do this.
You're in kindergarten, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl crazy, dude. He's girl crazy.
Is he?
Oh yeah. He's got this girl that he's gonna marry, and he's got these other ones that's just his girlfriends.
I got you.
Oh yeah.
So he's a player.
Yeah, he's a player, and yeah, it's hilarious.
That's funny stuff.
That's one thing about the kids, man. Every time, it's just every day.
I'll tell you what.
Something new.
I've got something new. I've got a 7-month-old grandson. Man, and he is something else. So
oh man, yeah.
I'm enjoying that a lot. Matter of fact, when I leave here, I'll have to go and check him out because he's just down the road a piece. So I'll go see him.
That was your first grandbaby, right?
Yeah, first and only, yep.
Yeah. Carter, he won't ever get married, man.
I think he will.
I'm just
I
kidding.
think he will. I think he would get married
He's gonna
tomorrow.
listen to
Man, he
this,
loves
so-
women. Oh yeah, he'll hear it. Well, when he loves hard. Man, when he was younger, he could fall in love at the snap of a finger.
I did that for a long time as a kid, man, and it's like, what am I worried about? I'm 7. You know, it's like, I guarantee you, like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Surely,
no,
goodness, and Wendy ain't my girl. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like,
no doubt.
we were talking about that the other day, man. One of the girlfriends I had one time, you know, back in probably about 4th grade, she went to the skating rink, and I think I might have been her boyfriend for like a month.
Right.
She went to the skating rink. A buddy of mine went skating rink. Well, he comes into Monday school and he says, "Hey, man, you know, so and so wants to break up with you."
Oh, he broke up with you?
He brought
For-
her. He brought the word from her that she wanted to break up. So I'm like, "So you're wanting to?" I was like, "So what'd she say? Why'd she say that?" "Oh, she's my girlfriend now." I was like, "Okay." I was the biggest kid in my class too, so unlike I could just fight him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez. You know, sometimes you think, speaking of old songs, Garth Brooks, sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. Man,
Yeah.
we've had some good unanswered
Oh
prayers.
yeah,
haven't
we
we?
have. I mean, that's
No
it,
doubt.
even like me, and I may crash and burn, but I feel like I'm like, this is what God's been trying to tell me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is it. I think this is what you would like to do, you know?
Well, you definitely have the opportunity to have a big platform,
Yeah, I mean,
I hope the best for you. I ain't kidding you. I hope that
I know,
I hope
man.
it takes off and does
I
great.
do too. I imagine there's one side of me that says I'm going on that stage, I'm going to be great. The other side of me goes out and says I'm going to go on that stage and my eyes are going to get watery and I'm going to pee my pants.
Yeah.
And I'm about, I can't do this. This is part of the comedy.
Yeah.
You laugh.
Yeah. That might be funny. It may work. It may work. Wear khakis so it shows up if it does
Make
happen.
sure,
Make sure if you fall on your face, it's funny.
walking there and trip over the stool. You know, they
Yeah.
always got a stool out there.
Yeah.
Just trip over that thing, pee all over yourself. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just supposed to move the stool.
Have you
He's coming
prepared?
back on.
Have you prepared for a heckler?
You talking about like somebody's just
Yeah,
gonna be like,
someone's heckling you the whole time.
oh yeah, kind of.
After you see those videos where the hecklers, they drag them out, and one guy hits, they get in a
Oh,
fist
they want to
fight.
fight and all that. Yeah.
So have you prepared yourself for a heckler?
Yeah.
Hey. Riff gets some hecklers. They
Hey, bouncer, go get this jackass out of here. That's what I'm gonna be like. I'm too old to fight. My nephew, 16 years old, whooped his dad and me Thanksgiving.
arm wrestling.
No,
No
full-flown
wrestling.
freaking brawl.
No.
Yeah, and I got a bad neck.
Yeah, you knew
Yeah.
better to even get in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be fixed.
Was it Boston?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got strong.
Oh yeah, he has. All he did was grab me by the arm.
I can remember when Carter
me
would bring
caught on
all
the
the
bed.
kids and I could just slam them. Which I've always been, to be my size, a great arm wrestler. I mean, great.
See, I never.
I was
got the
great
form.
at. I would beat people double my size, but now 43.
That's the cool thing about arm wrestling too. It could be like some wiry guy
Yeah,
beat up on somebody that looks like a bodybuilder. You
Yeah.
know, it's like
I could do it. I was good, but
did you try to turn your wrist real fast or
no,
just
I
straight
didn't.
on?
We'll go off key. We're speaking about a murder in Coleman. You had a girl that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you remember the other murder in Bozeton about 10 years ago?
Yeah, drug.
No, down here about below Walker Brothers.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna say names because family's
Yeah,
still here.
Yeah.
But that guy that murdered his wife was a friend of mine.
Oh really?
And he was a
I know.
champ. Yeah, he worked
Yeah,
at
I
Walker
know,
Brothers.
I know.
He
I've
was
been
a-
told that.
Yeah, he was the man. So we had an arm wrestling table, me and him, and I was supposed to say Todd Hawkins, but it wasn't Todd. But he had it with springs in the wall, and he would teach you sit back. It ain't all this. I mean, there's definitely advantages
Some
once
of
you
the
get
people,
so
man,
far.
blowed my wrist over and just
Once
slammed
you
it.
get so far, the wrist is definitely, give you leverage. But he wanted to, when you're at the table, you got your elbow in the pad, you got the arm. He wants to set back and get you extended. So
that was kinda
even though when they would go
interesting.
like this, if you'd pull them out like this, you don't have the leverage. So you stay locked up on your arm, but when you set back, you're still here.
It's when you
So you're what you're doing is
you're trying to pull them towards you and over.
You're pulling them to you first. You're gonna set back, set down, but you're still up here. You're still, just how you have people. I won't put their body weight, but you're still there. When you pull them back, you get them extended, and then you can go.
So I'm gonna slam on my brother next time.
Yeah. So jerk his tail up. I mean, get his elbow off the table. So when you set back and you stay up on it, you stay shoulder close. When you set back,
just kind of turn your body.
you're still here to go down, but he's out here trying to beat you out here.
Yeah, I need to try that.
So it works if you can.
Because I've always been terrible at arm wrestling.
Yeah, if you can get them extended, they're not near as
I
strong.
swear I backed down from girls before. They're like, oh, you want to arm
would
wrestle?
too.
It's like, nah.
Hey, there's
No,
some
that's
girls.
not-
My cornhole partner, his wife, a couple years ago, I think it's my first Worlds I went to in Bradenton, Florida. She won Women's Player of the Year. She beat top pro. I mean,
In
people
arm
used to,
wrestling?
no, in cornhole.
Oh, I was going to say.
I probably should have got off arm wrestling before I jumped into cornhole again.
Yeah.
But saying that you back down from, don't want to arm wrestle. I hate playing girls in cornhole.
See,
I hate playing them because they beat you occasionally. I mean, there are some good girls. But
Oh,
you beat
yeah.
some good ones 21-0, and they're over there whining, You feel like, man, I just freaking
I shouldn't have
skull
done
drug that
to
girl.
her.
I shouldn't have
Yeah.
did that. But one time, I was skull dragging, not going to say a name, a girl. It was up like 14-2 and was having my way, just throwing my bags in the hole. And I'm like, I'm gonna make it more competitive. So
She beat you.
she got back in it. She didn't miss a bag. Once she got to 14, she didn't miss a bag until it was over.
See, now when I'm in a competition,
And I'm like, I ain't letting them girls have no more.
I wouldn't do it no more.
No.
No.
Well, I mean, it was actually a significant game too. I mean, it mattered. You wouldn't like it. They were out here playing for friends, This is a significant game. You
I would
don't.
have looked at her and been like,
Hey, if I can beat
Sorry,
her
babe.
21-0, I'm gonna beat them. But I hate playing a girl. They're just difficult to play.
there's plenty. Basketball would be the last thing I'd probably challenge any person at. Because I'm just not that good at it.
My
You know?
partner, his wife, like I said, he plays her all the time. He's like, don't feel that way. Beat any of them. Don't. I just look at them. I'm just throwing my bags. I ain't worried about them. I can't do it. It doesn't matter if they're. Hey, they could be very pretty. They could be dog ugly. You don't know. You don't want your friends to know you just got beat by a girl. And then when you go over there, you can't brag. I just beat that girl. And they're like, well, everybody has to, So there's no win in beating a girl. I hate playing girls.
No, you're a lose with that one, brother.
Yeah. But it's double lose if you do lose. At least if you win, you can sit over by yourself with a win, and you ain't got to talk to nobody. But if you lose, they're going to rag you, and plus you're one loss from being out of the tournament.
I'm one of those people too. Like I've still got that childhood. Like we've always been aggravators.
Yeah.
Like that'd be one of those deals where I would rag you about that the whole way home.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, dude, if you just went and got beat by her, or whatever.
me and Randall, right when I first started playing cornhole, we went to a tournament. I can't remember. It was out toward Bear Creek. And he said, hey, listen, I'll see the competition. I mean, Randall dominated. And at this time, Randall's by far. And like I was telling a friend of mine the other day, he called me and asked me about another player. He's like, hey, I got a guy down. He don't know anything about cornhole. He said, you need to have him on your podcast. He's a professional coon hunter. I mean, won
Really?
hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. I mean, really.
Yeah, I
legit.
think
So he's like, hey, I got word that there's this guy. I ain't gonna say his name, but it's good. Is he good? And I'm like, that guy's very good. He's like, well, you can beat him, can't you? I'm like, on my best days, I can.
Was it?
And no, it wasn't Randall. It was another guy. This guy's sure enough. This is good. He's a friend of mine. He's good, and he's a very humble guy. And if you ask him, could I beat? He's like, oh yeah, he could beat me, man. He's done it before.
That's
and
the best athlete.
I've done it a couple times. I mean, he beats me way more than I beat him. He's very good. I mean, I would say the best player in the state of Alabama at this time, just because Randall's Randall's been off for about a year. He's taking this year off.
Oh,
he's just I mean, he's been doing it for 10 years. I mean, he's just time to take a break.
Do that will work.
Yeah.
God.
Well, it was like it was a second income for Randall. Randall, like I said, by far the best they was. But go back. So we're at this tournament. He's like, hey, listen, I think I can take Taryn and win this. Me and Taryn and Jackson and Randall go to this tournament. He said, I'll just play with Taryn.
Does Taryn play much?
Well, she was playing some, and she wasn't bad, He said, I'll take Taryn, and we can win this. Of course, you and Jackson will beat us, because Jackson's very good. And Taryn, I was better than Taryn, but Taryn was pretty good, And he's like, but we'll finish first and second, And so I was like, you sure? Make sure that we can win. If you don't, I'm not very good. So if you and Jackson need to play, play it. And he said, no, we got this. So we play it down, and me and Jackson's playing Randall and Taryn. Well, regardless, knowing that we were supposed to win the game, Randall's 100% into it. He's going to win, So and Taryn's got nervous, But it's us, but she's got nervous. She hits the front of the board a few times,
Yeah.
And on the way home, she was very upset because Randall's like 100% competitive. He won't give you nothing, And so on the way home, Randall makes a stop. I said, hey, stop it. We won. I was like, stop at the Mexican restaurant. I'll buy supper on the way home. And something was said, but he's like, you know what? We should go back one more time. That gym floor, Taryn missed one spot, mopping it up with all the bags she threw on the floor. There's one spot she missed. And, he was just teasing her, but I was like, he cutting up with your friends and getting them a hard time.
Oh, yeah.
On me,
She got home and was probably like, I'm sorry. And he's like, get your ass outside and start throwing some bags.
I don't think so. But he would, like me and him were playing. He's like, Chad. I'm like, hey, he said, you had me nervous as a whatever, I'm like, why? He's like, man, you throw 2 rounds and I think we ain't got no trouble. The next 2 rounds, I'm thinking we ain't got a chance,
Oh, yeah.
So I could make him nervous too. So, but yeah, he would give a hard time on the way home. But he's kind of the godfather of cornhole in Alabama. They wouldn't be a quarter of the people playing ACO cornhole that's playing if it wasn't for Randall.
Is he going back next year?
I think he's so good he'd have to. I'm gonna say he may.
I guess he's still throwing.
Yeah, he's got the great facility to throw in. I actually think he's kind of just winding down and going to enjoy a little time off. And if he comes back, he'll be the best again, or either he won't. But I'm telling you, as good as Randall was and is, there's some players now that's just nipping at his heels.
Good,
yeah. They're playing every day, and he hadn't, so they may give him a challenge right now. But there's so many good players right now in the state of Alabama.
Which I go back to fishing a lot, but you think about like KVD.
Oh yeah.
Now you got Jordan Lee. It's like
the same thing in the cornhole world. The people that were the goats.
Like you're some of these young guys that figured out this way to throw, curve them in, and
3 years ago we would swear that there was a couple guys that we knew that, or I don't personally know them. A lot of these guys do, like Matt Guy, for instance. They're like nobody ever beat him, and I think he finished 17th last year. So
just slowly kind of works.
And it's not that he's bad. It's not that he's got any worse. It's just that there's so many just naturals out
people
there.
Coming up and studying it and
be like the next. You may be the next generation of stand-up comics. You may make Theo Vaughn look like he was garbage.
It may be like a whole different deal where it's like you just go to the comedy club and laugh because their stuff's funny.
Did you get that from your mama? You might
like,
become a heckler.
He come up there and stood for 17 minutes. I didn't understand one joke he said.
Yeah. But I will say that Theo, what makes him funny and separates him from other comics or comedians is, just the stupid stuff. Like I was saying, like the little friend, he said that they had to rub Gatorade on his legs so he could dance longer. Who comes up? For one, what good is rubbing Gatorade on somebody's legs going to give? But it give him strength. Carter said, I would have went with Red Bull. I would have said I'd rub Red Bull on his legs.
I didn't give him.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just off the wall stuff that you're not expecting to hear is what you get when you get the.
See, and I'm kind of I'm like a dreamer too, I guess, on stuff because I'm like, oh, that'd be funny if that happened. You know what I mean? Like I just.
Theo Vaughn is the type of guy, and he even says in his comic that you go out behind the barn to take a whiz. Well, he goes and finds a abandoned car and opens the door and pees in it. Just just tell me why.
Killing the bushes.
Yeah. He's just
and that really does work, by the way. Peeing on bushes will kill bushes.
Really.
Yeah, Walker killed one. It was like a 3-footer out there. It was the biggest bush we had.
Every day.
Yeah, he likes to pee off front porch. No matter it's 22 degrees now, he's gonna pee off front porch if he can.
Yeah.
And he sprays it at this bush.
It's dead.
Oh, he killed that one. And I had to get onto him because he can spray about 19 feet.
Yeah, they can be over a Volkswagen when they're there.
Oh my God, dude! And I started seeing lines on other bushes. That's how potent Capri Sun is.
Yeah. You probably need to get that red. What is it? Red 40 dye. Red.
Yeah.
That red
and
dye.
I'm like,
add his diet.
Yeah, and he pulls bushes down, pee all over it, and I'm like, quit doing that. No, that's the first time I've done that. I'm like, what about them streaks up the side of it where you peed?
Like Roundup hit it?
That wasn't me. That wasn't. I ain't gonna do it no more.
Yeah.
Like kids with the price of money nowadays,
Oh yeah.
It's like, I think Whitney's Amazon cart the other day was like $7,000 something. She's got it locked, but he can add stuff to the cart.
Oh wow.
He can't buy it. Well, she accidentally hits that button on her. I don't know what would happen, but
your credit card would be $7,000.
He'll just walk up to me and be like, "Hey man, look at this costume." I'm like, "Yeah, that's nice, man. It's a $95 Michael Jackson jacket."
He got it too, didn't he?
I'm adding that thing. I'm getting that thing. And he bless his heart, man, he does think that stuff's coming in. So, like, we'll be on the way home from school and he'll say,
"Have I got any packages?"
Yeah, he'll say, "Ooh, my so-and-so costume's supposed to be there today. Can we stop at the front and you look and see if it's there?" And by the way he tells me, I know it's not coming because, but yeah.
Oh, grief. He's cute, man. And like I was telling you, and I hadn't read the comments on the viral video. I just liked it, and watched it. Thought it was pretty cool. But when I was talking to him, I was like, he definitely speaks with a British accent.
He does.
And he's
we've
never.
Had so many.
What's going on with that? Is it just him? You think it's just such a southern drawl, maybe?
I think it's videos. You know how you like move somebody to the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, "Yeah, let's go get a shoulder." You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like me and you, I'm like, it don't matter, dude. It's like, no matter what I'm going to that store to get, Mountain Dew or whatever, I'm like, hey, you gonna stop by the store to get Coke?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna,
I don't say, hey, I'm
going
to stop by and want to give me mellow yellow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know,
exactly.
Like, I say, hey, man, you gonna stop by the store to get a Coke? You'd be like, yeah, hell, I'm thinking about one of mellow yellers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just the way we are.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you, I
I
love
some
listening
good
to that.
beef jerky.
Those Maine, that northeast Boston, the Maine accent's pretty cool.
Oh, I love northern accents.
Yeah.
And that's what I've got more northern listeners now. And it's like, I know that they're making fun of me.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, I hope you've had a shitty day. And you came home, turned this on, and you just died laughing. Nothing even funny. You were just like, listen to how he said weren't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Google that word, huh?
WURNT, weren't.
Yeah.
If that's not a real word, I'm going to get it published.
There you go.
Yeah. That's one of the things in that video, because when I said, that's fast, weren't it?
Uh-huh.
That's another thing they got, yeah.
Okay.
But he's always, but I think it's cartoons. Peppa Pig. Like a British. Oh, Peppa. You know what I mean?
He does have it slowed down. His English is way slow.
And he pronounces the whole word.
Yeah.
Like if you say, like he was talking about peppers. Not with him. It's like, do we have any peppers? See what I'm saying? Like he's almost got all the little he's gonna sound them all out.
Yeah,
Does
you're
that
gonna
make
get every
sense?
syllable in there.
Yeah,
we
and-
kind of shorten all the syllables.
The best one, when we go downstairs, once this is done, I'm gonna ask him. I'll say, Walker, do you know which one the I is? And he'll say, that's that one that's got the dot and the lion. Dot lion.
Mm-hmm.
He knows it. He knows how to draw it and everything.
Right.
But where I'd be like, yeah, man, it's lime. It's got the period above it or whatever.
Right.
It's like that's a dot with a lion.
Yeah.
What I mean? It's just, I don't know. I guess it's the way they teach it nowadays.
Maybe.
Maybe he'll turn
He's
out.
fun to talk to.
She's going to make me do homework next year with him. So maybe he's like a undercover genius or something.
Maybe. He seems smart.
Yeah, because I'm not real.
What about the daughter? What about the girl?
She's super
Lily Kate.
smart. But
Kate, what's her name?
Leah Kate.
Leah Kate.
Yeah, she's got her own YouTube channel. So, but I don't put nothing on TikTok of her. I told you that. Like,
yeah. Isn't that silly?
I mean, like from some of the things you see on TikTok, and it's like a girl is she's got 500 videos like that on YouTube.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And that one they deleted my wife's account like 7 days later. Mm-hmm.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Is she gonna open a new one? Or will they allow her?
Oh yeah, she opened a new one.
Did they?
That was like her third video in like 2 years. She's not she scrolls.
I did. I posted a video of a turkey, shot turkey. Post video of it, and now I've got one with it on my back with the tail feathers up. With Bruce
So you
Springsteen.
videoed the kill?
No, just
Oh.
videoed it. The dead turkey. You
Yeah.
know, like did like a Rut Daniel type. She didn't go 20 or whatever. And they shot it down. They just said that violated community
Animal
guidelines.
or whatever.
Yeah,
But
because
you
I had a
can-
shotgun too in the picture.
Yeah, and you can go online and watch 6 hyenas eat a baby wildebeest from the ass
Yeah.
while this thing's still screaming and squalling.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah, you can watch Facebook reels of kill shots, but you won't. You can't. I got a coyote video on my TikTok. Called one up right over here by Hudson. It comes bouncing up. Went
Took it
down.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Nice.
scope I got. It's got recorder, mic. You can hear the codes. You can hear the
Really?
call.
So you can actually video the shot through the
Oh
infrared
yeah,
thing.
It's
How big is it? Aren't they like pretty big, good size too? My brother, whenever he had that one, man, that thing was like the size of a Pringles can.
Let's see I might have a picture of it.
I might as well have a Pringles can for a scope. I can't hit crap, dude.
You probably will if you go. I'm telling you, I'm wanting to go with thermal.
Oh, that's the heat one.
Yes,
But now those things are like 3,000-4,000 starting.
the
right?
one I'm wanting is about 5,500.
Yeah.
And if I quit traveling cornhole, see, like I said, I won't never quit cornhole. I'll occasionally throw cornhole, but I'm gonna quit throwing with an organization or league. I'm just gonna play local. After this year, I'm gonna finish this year out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my jersey, Lord willing, and then, I might go to a local one. I mean, like a major in Tupelo, Mississippi. It's a big one every year.
Right. Yeah. Somewhere you can drive.
Maybe
come
Knoxville.
back
I've
and-
always liked Knoxville, Tennessee.
I love Knoxville. See, that's with me with a comedy, especially if I could take my family, not my kids to the
Yeah,
show.
Knoxville's
actually.
not a bad drive.
But like, I would take them to Vegas if it came up. This is all a dream.
I
I'm a
went to
dream.
Vegas, through cornhole in Vegas.
I love Vegas.
We won a major in doubles. I guess it was 2 years ago. I didn't go last year. Yeah, Vegas was cool. I didn't get to enjoy Vegas though, because we was
Playing.
if you're doing stand up, unless you stay several days, you're not going to get to enjoy Vegas.
I like Vegas, even just the city. It's just so alive. It's just.
Oh yeah, you can see it when you fly in from miles away.
I want to go to New York bad.
I've never been to New York.
I hadn't either. Right now would be like the season I would want to go. See
believe
it
that.
decorated for Christmas.
I snap everything and I don't save anything. I thought I had a setup. I got a tripod it sets on, so you don't hold.
So you getting a stand or no? You just on the ground?
No, I just hunt on the ground. I go get the wind in my favor. Go set the call up.
We used to.
And like I said, my gun's on a tripod. It just sits there, and I just have to.
So it's already is it anchored? You got to pick it up and set it.
I have to mount it. It's but if I can doggone.
Me and my cousin, we used to hunt wolverines.
Where was you at?
Holly Pond, man.
No, but
whatever. Used to shoot them with a 12 gauge all the time. You never seen the Napoleon Dynamite? He's like, "What'd you shoot him with?" He's like, "Freaking 12 gauge."
Duh. Shoot. I know I've got a picture of mine. It's on.
So how big? Like this?
No, it's.
Can you have 30 rounds to kill, or can you still only have 3?
No. We can shoot 30 rounds.
Predators, you can just have a clip in there.
Yeah,
right?
we'll unload on it. I've got a doggone. It's pretty cool, sweet. It's sweet setup.
Yeah.
I recently, I think it's in Snaps.
Matt and them even took like bought bombs and stuff. Like you got those bombs you set off and.
Scent bombs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, like, the way it sounded that night, I don't think you really have to have all that stuff, to be honest with you.
No.
Talk about the wild. We was talking about that. Like the people watching the people or the other animals just like eat stuff or whatever in like Africa or whatever.
Right.
They don't know how to holler, "Hey, get." You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I don't know if I could sit there and watch like a baby giraffe just like being born, and then next thing you know, there's like 19 hyenas on it, and I mean, when you try to holler or something. I saw one the other day with this dude. They were in this pontoon boat, and there's pigs around the side of what looked like a pond. Right. And he keeps throwing this meat out there, food out there, whatever. That hog got out there far enough, and that daggum crocodile got it. Did you see that? Yeah.
I would like to see it, though.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah.
I'm all about that kind of stuff. I can't believe I can't find it.
Well, you can show it to me later.
Yeah, you have to. I'll bring it. I may have a video off of it. I can't believe this.
Yeah, it's alright.
But it's just an AR. It's got a big Cody Cannon.
Is it like a crosshair thing, like the X? Too,
it's a digital scope, It's you turn it on like a TV, like a computer. You got to log out, or you got to shut it down. So
basically, it's like an iPad on the gun.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's shaped like a scope. And underneath the barrel, I've got an IR mounted, which is infrared. And, dude, what are you doing tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, I got to record my video.
To send in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got to do that. Got to.
You hear coyotes out here behind your house?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Call me one night. I'll come over.
All right. We're going to. We'll hunt them right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dead.
They're dead already, ain't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. We'll put it on TikTok too.
Yeah, we can do that.
We're saying
but we have to stop the video before it drops.
That's right.
For sure.
Man, I've enjoyed this.
Hey, it was fun, man. I'm glad you allowed it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like
put the New Jersey up.
I'm going to put it. I'll take that one out.
Yeah, take that one.
I'm gonna wear that one.
Dude.
Whenever I go play, like just somewhere local, I'm gonna tell everybody.
Just cut it. You might have to split the back a little bit because I am a little small.
Oh no, the tighter the better. That way, my opponent's like, this dude's got tits. I mean, you don't get a body like this at the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for a body stay at the gym.
I will say, the sport of cornhole, you do not have. You can look like an offensive lineman for Bama, or you can look like me. It doesn't matter.
No, it's all form.
And they're good. I mean, like I said, you can't look at a guy and say, I bet he sucks at cornhole. You know, where you could look at, you know, if you look at me, you're like, hey, that guy's never carried a football. If he did, it was
Shoot,
people.
I don't know, man. The wiry people are good.
Yeah,
They're
but
all
I
too,
mean, with wiry and weighing 120 is different, you know?
Is that what you weigh?
Yeah.
120?
Yeah. On a good day.
Dude, how much you think I weigh?
You're going to be the 190-ish?
192.
Yeah.
Yes. But see, I'm putting this weight on just to be funnier.
Okay.
Yeah, because, you know.
And it's easier, right? No, I would definitely weigh more if it would allow. I eat good. It's just I just never.
Hey, I know a
weight.
lot of people, dude, that eat like nonstop.
Yeah.
So I think my biggest problem now is soft drinks, dude. I'm on soft drinks hard.
Man, I could drink a gallon of Coke a day. It wouldn't.
See, I'm the same way.
wouldn't
But now I think mine, because I can feel I bloat. But I drink Dr. Pepper, dude. I'm the Dr.
You
Pepper
think
guy.
those little cereal cans?
Oh.
It's like barley and wheat.
No, because
It's like a bowl of cereal every time you drink one.
yeah, there's a lot of water in that beer.
What is them?
There's only 4.9% alcohol.
PBRs? What are you drinking?
Natty Light, baby.
Oh, 90 Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't sponsor me. I already reached out to them.
Really?
Yeah. I like their beer.
I was thinking about reaching out. I've got the Dude Wipe sponsorship, you know, and being as this will be my last year, I was thinking maybe reach out one more time and say, hey, we're going to go one more year and get
Do
all the
that.
product, you know. Then I could be good and clean for another year.
Yeah.
And I hooked all my friends up with lots of it too. I mean, I
You've been
literally,
clean another year, yes.
everybody
I've talked to about those Dude Wipes, they're like, man,
they're the bomb.
yeah, you feel clean. Sometimes you might even feel cleaner after you took a dump
Yeah,
than
I mean,
you did before you went in there.
you know, not to get raunchy, but you know, you got pre-shower dumps and post-shower dumps.
Oh, yeah.
No more with Dude Wipe.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
You can shit in the shower and wipe with a Dude Wipe.
You're good. You're golden. It feels like you just got out of the bathtub.
I've heard, man, it's very refreshing. I'm going to try them. I'm going to try one soon.
Oh, I got several still. I've got Dude showers. I'll bring you I've got cases of Dude showers still.
What is Dude Showers?
They're big wipes.
Oh.
And you can. I've got Dude
You use them
powder.
like a rag?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, they're wet rag. Yeah, but they're durable. They're non-flushable. They're not Dude wipes. They're Dude showers.
Right, yeah, don't flush it.
Yeah, don't flush these. You can flush the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they're cool. Their underwear. They got the best underwear that you've ever put on.
I'm going to get some underwear because my
Dude,
underwear
they're
grows,
cool.
dude.
They're cool.
Are they?
They stay cool all the time. I got some. They send me a lot of stuff.
I'm going to check it out. Man.
Yeah,
I will. Yeah.
I'll definitely yes.
If not, nothing
Walmart.
else,
You can buy
the
them at
name's
Walmart
cool.
now. You can buy them. At Walmart.
I think I've seen them
Yeah.
there. Maybe like in a big square thing towards the counter or something, like where that one register's open by the 27.
I got a couple of Dude
Hey,
jerseys.
you know they're having a like a customer appreciation day or whatever, or a employee appreciation day at Walmart.
No.
And yeah, you're supposed to show up to their Christmas dinner or whatever because you've been running your own self checkout.
Yeah.
I saw that.
They're gonna-
I'm like, dude, ain't that funny?
Yes, they're going to definitely. You know, I seen a TikTok lawyer, and they're like, never check yourself out because they will run you down and say that you stole something. You ain't got no proof if you didn't grab that receipt.
Oh yeah, I
So,
take
you
my
have-
receipt. Dude.
You got to be careful.
Like people will not give you unless you request a receipt from a gas station. They won't give them to you anymore. Have you noticed that?
I have.
They say you want a receipt. That's fine. They might stick $20 instead of $12. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started getting my receipts. I'm like, yeah, I want my receipt.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was kind of weird because used to, you know, my golly, it didn't matter if you bought a Coke or whatever. Hey, they tore that thing off, threw it on the
Yeah.
counter. There you go. You know. But yeah, I got to thinking about that not long ago. I'm like, it's a lot of these gas stations. They don't want to give a receipt.
Yeah, and pay at the pumps are usually out of paper or something, you know. So you
Yeah.
go see a tenant, and I'm like, nah.
No. Oh, gas pumps? They don't even put them in there no more, I don't think, dude. That's another story. That's like,
Yeah.
yeah. But Jed, I appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
We're gonna make this a yearly deal. with
Next
us.
year we'll be back.
Yes, next year, maybe even sooner than that.
We'll be able to talk about, like I said, we got my house done, so that was a done deal. So now it's ready. Either I'll be killing coats or throwing bags or something. I might have a different hobby.
We'll video something with the coyote hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can probably share it on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I know I can.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, I'll get out of your hair,
All right,
man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.